stayed till the service was over. But last night around 8:30, I was like having these urges to go home. Like I was telling her, I was like, I gotta go home, like it's getting dark, but I don't know why I was saying I would have to go home, right? So I got in my car, I sat in my car, and I said a little prayer. And I told God, I said, Lord, as you have brought me safely, please take me back home safely, because I live a little far than, I live like an hour away. So I said the prayer, and then I started driving home. So I was driving, I heard a voice that told me to stop and get food. So, not just stop and get food, but to get 3 sandwiches and 3 drinks. And it sounded so weird to me because I'm like, I'm not going to eat the food, so why am I buying it? So I stopped at Wendy's. I got, instead of getting 3 sandwiches though, I got 2 sandwiches and 2 drinks. And then I called my mom and told my mom that I was going to be home at a certain time. So as I was talking to my mom again, I heard those same voice told me to stop my car. So I parked the car and I put my 4-way on. So I took the food from the car and I started walking up the street. Mind you, I don't even know this area. So as I was walking, I saw these 3 homeless guys sitting on the bench. So then I walked up to them and I spoke to them and I started handing out the food to them, right? And then in my head, I'm like, that's why the Holy Spirit said buy 3 sandwiches and 3 drinks. So as I was walking back to my car, the man said, God bless you. And I said, thank you. He said, normally I don't even sit around here. I'm normally on the other side. But something told me to come this way tonight. And I felt like, I don't know, I got in tears. I got in the car and I started telling my mom what was happening. And then Danae called me. And Danae was like, oh, Jen, I'm sorry, I didn't get to catch up with you to say goodnight. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, still can't, like, fracture what just went on, you know? So I'm just grateful that I made a stop. I listened and I did what the Holy Spirit told me to do.
Amen. That's another prompt obedience.
Amen.
When you hear his voice, obey promptly. There were people in need, and God spoke to her. Do this. Sometimes you don't understand what God is intending to do, what God is about to do. All you can do, don't try to use your mind to figure it out. Just obey. And when you obey, things fall into place. You know somebody? I will say that again. When you obey, things fall into place. God bless you.